So 40%, please. Or 35 or 50, 45 or whatever. And then can I get bubble on the tip of this slurp nozzle, please? It's going to be preset 1 and then a little adjustment maybe. Other way.
Here you go.
And zoom in on bubble, please. Good there. Okay, now just watch your delta. Ooh. Oh, kind of.
Wow.
It's like it unwound.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's all wound up.
Oh, it changed color.
You got angry.
Yeah. No, it's still the same color.
This is not easy.
No.
Come on. Can you go back to that Herc Hydraulics page, please? And
Oh,
oh,
you got it.
keep going.
It's
got
like
some of 'em.
spaghetti.
Is he in there? Okay, you can zero that, 0%.
Yeah.
Just put the 0, yeah, and then
Just
do
like
sample
spaghetti.
jar forward, or reverse or whatever,
Oh, I see it in the sample jar.
and then spin it to the flush jar, so keep going 2 more,
All right.
and then we'll run it on
Okay.
80% for a little bit.
Soon I got sample 8.
Oh, no, 11.
11. Ooh, look at us.
Let's see.
Good slurping.
Thanks. Okay, that's probably flushed. You can zero that and leave the sample jars there, and I'll get back to the right spot.
Nice flying text.
Thank you.
Just to confirm, 3, right?
That was a lot of new stuff at one time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was fun. Jar 3.
Jar 3, correct. Wasn't jar 2?
Jar 3.
Jar
I think it was 3, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
We only got half of them, but we'll come back to the other half later.
Bridge nav. 20 meters, bearing 050.
I like these, the car wash.
Yeah.
What's that brown thing on the rock on the top, right on the ledge?
We
Or
can
is it
find
brown
out.
or red or pink?
We can find out.
Can't see. It's looking pink-ish.
Pink was more light.
Another mushroom. Go ahead and zoom.
Zooming in.
It's a mushroom.
Wow.
What do you see?
Nice.
What do you see in?
Coming wide.
Just checking
Neat.
Argus heading.
Thank you.
Wondering if
Roger.
I'm actually coming off the wall
Full
or
wide.
not.
Thank you.
A great question coming in from a viewer about coral evolution. We don't have our coral specialist in the control van with us right now. Wondering
Play
which
it.
evolved first,
Meso
deep
view
sea
again,
corals or
please, on
shallow.
Look at this guy.
I can tell you that stylastrids, or the lace corals, in a recent study were diversified first in deep water. And then in the last 40 million years, several branches of that evolutionary tree have
Small fish down there,
made
too.
those invasions to shallow water. So at least for that group, for the stylastrids, certainly the deep water ones have a much longer history. So good question to ask tomorrow when maybe 12 to 4, and the team right after us. That's when Steve's on, right? 12 to 4?
Correct.
Yeah, so stay up a couple more hours and you'll probably get a much more detailed answer from our co-lead scientist on the biology side,
You zoom in.
Steve Vaskovich.
This coral reminds me of I was hiking and I saw this kind of nurse log thing. A tree fell over and all the branches turned into little trees. But the one closest to the stump, closest to the base of the tree, ended up taking off and then stealing all the nutrients from all the rest of the further up branches and killed them all off.
Can you zoom in a little bit?
Go ahead.
Yep, zoom in.
I went from being 1 tree to 5 trees back to 1 tree.
That zoomed.
It's extreme close up.
I got more. Oh, nope, that's it.
Don't tease me like that, Wayne.
I thought I did. It's very fleshy colored.
I don't see any bands, Suna.
I thought I did.
Do you? Oh, maybe.
Little notes.
It's so hard to know when you start zooming out, you know,
know.
whether it's a shadow or
Full
no.
wide.
Thank you.
I was going to guess primnoid, but I don't know.
I'm fully sold on 2-body systems for beautiful shots like that. Being able to cozy up right next to a cliff and knowing exactly where you are, you can't beat it.
I'm definitely partial, but I also love having the second vehicle be totally video equipped like Argus is,
Absolutely,
rather
yeah.
than just a chunk of lead.
We're so spoiled here. It's so nice.
Certainly designed with a goal in mind.
Yeah.
Not all of them have a camera to look down?
They don't. There are lots of ROV systems that use just a clump weight system. Robos has kind of like a cage system.
It's just single body.
Oh, yeah, it just releases itself.
Yeah.
So yeah, Argus is more equipped than probably needs to be. You know, for the physics of it, you just need a depressor weight. You just need a clump weight.
A lot of the time, the second body on 2-body systems will have tool cameras, like small SD cameras. And they're good for functionality, good for navigation and stuff, but they don't give you the cinema quality shots that this Argus camera does.
Bridge now, another step.
How far is the step?
Currently 20 meters. But we could define it as anything. Another step, George. So I'm just sort of simplifying. Instead of calling in a distance and a bearing each time, I'm just sort of saying we want the same thing.
Gotcha.
Can you switch the camera back to starboard rail, please? Thank you.
Is it a glass sponge?
I haven't seen many of these recently. I think we can make time for a little zoom action on that one.
All right.
Let me get a little closer. Okay, Wayne, go ahead.
Push it in.
I love seeing the feet, the bases of them.
Yeah.
Wispiness. All right, come wide.
Coming wide.
Yeah, that's definitely how you identify them.
A little more iris.
You identify sponges by the foot structure?
Some of them you can, yeah. Some of the families, whether
Swell.
they have that like,
The wall.
Oh, yeah.
you know, really clean base or that
Creepy.
kind of beard-looking, you know, outstretched to hold fast. If I had my notes from.
It's like a little ledge running along it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Little flow contact.
Why is that a flow contact? What is a flow contact?
Well, just there's the flow below that happened, and then there's a period of time, and then the second one came on top
What's
of
that
it.
darker rock right in the center above the lasers?
If I were a bet man, I'd say it's a darker rock. You can go ahead and zoom in on it, Wayne.
I don't know. It's yeah, it looks like the rock sheared off.
Oh, it kind of does, doesn't it? Looks like it broke off kind of thing, yeah.
Does that have any interest to anybody?
I think we're done rock samples,
Uh,
my understanding.
bye.
Unless there's biology on it. No, we're nah. can you slurp it?
Just unscrew the jar, put it in there, re-screw the
Hey.
jar.
I sense a challenge.
Trevor's the pilot. I knew he was going to say that.
We have slurped pebbles
Challenge.
before.
Yep, totally.
Yeah, it's great for sand.
We've dredged mud.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
lots.
Great for that.
And lots.
So many
of mud.
caissons.
You could do a whole shift with just manipulator work. The vehicle never leaves the bottom.
I
4.5 hours of dredging.
Oh yeah. I feel like we've done like 8. You know, you just hand it off, still
Bridge
digging a
nav,
hole.
another
Yeah.
step.
There's a
Mhm.
little coral there. What is that?
Those are the kind of
Stock
shifts
one.
I dredge.
Yeah.
We got a little coral family here.
Yeah, zoom in on this guy.
Okay, zooming in. This one might be new.
And then an enemy.
This is another precious coral.
Looks like it.
What makes them precious?
Their personalities.
Where we hold them in our hearts. That's a good actual question, though. I don't know the
Yeah, it
actual
looks.
answer.
It's
Metallogorgia?
actually a metallogorgia.
Ah, sorry.
Yeah, the stalk's going off that way.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the one I would really confidently know.
Exactly.
Look at the base. It's got some hairs on the base.
So metal.
So metal,
Coming
right? So metal to have all those
Little more
plumes
iris.
out there on a little wispy base. Now we've been sampling throughout this dive. We've filled up a lot of our bio boxes. So we are proceeding along, doing mostly a visual survey here. Unless
That's
we
not
encounter
080.
things that
Oh,
we
you changed
can
heading.
Yeah.
slurp with the slurp sampler.
That makes sense. It's like, what? Is it another precious one?
Down below.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's got a nice dark background too.
Yeah, better
That
than the other
should
one.
be- You may zoom in.
Sure, yeah.
Also metallogorgia.
They all have brittle stars on them, don't they?
Yeah.
And it just seems to be just one or
just
maybe two.
one, Yeah.
Or do all the brittle stars have metallogorgia on them?
Bridge nav, another step.
It's on me. Okay, guys, I've been looking up this answer because I really cared about it, so I want to share it with you that the eDNA filters are 0.45 micron pores.
That's how big DNA is.
Fun fact.
Huh.
0.45?
Mm-hmm.
Coming wide.
And sometimes use a series of them so that they
Oh,
don't
there's a-
clog. You stick
Oh,
stuff
there's a
through
rat
that.
Fish
tail
down
down
below,
Bigger
too.
one.
That's
Oh,
bigger
yeah.
than my water filter.
I can't get in there.
What water's in your eDNA?
I think I would ruin my water filter.
Probably.
What's your water filter?
0.02.
0.02 micron.
Yeah.
Wow. So you'd fill it up, plug it up with DNA.
So we can just use a Brita.
Is that true?
No.
Look at this guy.
Whoa.
Oh,
What
hello.
is this?
Oh.
That's
Photo-
new.
Another photo bomber.
I don't think
Wow.
they're straining DNA
Pushing it.
directly.
Yeah, please, Wayne.
Wow, what is that?
That is so interesting. That is like a totally classic fish body plan. Not all what we usually see.
And not moving.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna run into the wall.
Slurp it.
I don't know if I'll be able to get him.
Yeah, he doesn't look
Wow.
healthy.
He looks very rigored.
Oh, just kidding.
Joke's on
In
you.
your face.
Tricked us.
It's a possum fish.
Come back. Hey, come back here.
He was definitely playing possum.
I mean you medium harm.
Why
He
does
stays
keep
so
going
still.
sideways though?
It's kind of creepy.
I guess just because he moved once doesn't mean he's all good.
Yep.
You
Wow.
understand
That's
fish.
so interesting.
I need more joy gain here.
He's
He's
a
in
Canadian
sport
in the
mode.
tropics. I think he understands.
I have no idea what's going on here.
Minimal energy use.
Oh, that, I understand that, yeah.
So I had totally pulled up the Okeanos Fish Guide, hoping
And
that I was going to be really ready, and I was not even in the right chapter for a fish that looked like that. I was on eel-shaped fishes.
yeah, that was
Delta.
definitely the first time I saw that
Delta.
fish.
It's all
Yeah.
good. We've been going about 12 to 15. It did look very bright, though. That's my indicator. How bright is the foam pack?
Bridge nav, another step.
Yeah, it almost looked like a mackerel body or something. I don't feel like I haven't encountered that before. We're way too deep for that still.
Gonna need a button push shift. Cramps go out of my hand.
But you have no ability for autos.
Nope. Couldn't if I wanted to. Wayne, could you zoom past the vignette, please?
Yes.
Little small fish up there.
Thanks.
Out of the screen.
Where?
It was out of the screen. It was going up.
Bridge nav, another step.
USBL is pretty rock solid.
Yeah.
What's this floaty? Could you zoom in when you get a sec there, Wayne? Keep them in frame.
Looks like a jelly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep approaching them, mess with your focus.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Interesting.
That's really cool.
Is, it,
It's almost like a
is
horror
that something
film looking
captured,
thing.
or is that a part of it?
Like
That's
the
his
tentacles.
The ones on the right there you're talking about, Miles. Yeah.
Looks like a badminton shuttlecock.
A birdie, yeah.
Mhm.
Wow, you can kind of look through it, see that red on the inside.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah, go ahead and zoom in again there.
Oop.
Oh, not on the ledge.
Stuck forever.
Hey, go hide. I can't follow you under there.
It's one of the prettiest jellyfish I've seen.
Yeah, that was really cool. Okay, thanks. Come wide, please. That was a good example of how red is the first color to disappear. Look at how black it looks there and how red it looked up close.
Yeah, that's a big anemone up there too.
And we're not even a couple meters away from it, but
Yeah, that is a good example.
You guys ever turn the lights off and look at bioluminescence?
yeah, a couple times. Hasn't really worked.
Yeah, we've brought on specialized cameras before that are
Yeah, that worked great.
that are designed to function in that low light, and we've seen some really cool bioluminescence, but this one's not really the one for that.
Did a lot of the fish bioluminesce?
We were most in the midwater, if I remember right, with Brennan's stuff. Yeah, we weren't near the seafloor because you can't really pilot with those
Yeah.
in that situation.
I think most of my shifts on that cruise were on the seafloor, and there was almost no bioluminescence.
Yep, mine too.
Wow, shallow water night dives. You can get a lot of it if you just kind of wave your hand over the seafloor and
I love
things all
that.
glow.
Yeah.
I keep seeing these stick-like things on top of the. What are they?
The stick-like things, these ones right ahead of us?
On the
No,
left?
there's one off to the left. It's
Oh,
laying
I
down.
see it there,
That's
yeah.
sand.
It looks
patch.
like driftwood
And I know. So I was thinking like a
Yeah.
palm frond or something.
pushing in.
Sure. Are you talking the one just above the
Yeah,
lasers
exactly.
Oh, it's a palm frond. It really does look like a stick.
It could be
Yeah.
a sponge stalk
Yeah.
where the sponge has fallen off, or a crinoid stalk that's been encrusted with something.
It's not driftwood.
Yeah, there's another one off to the left there, too, upper left.
Oh, up top.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit different shape.
Yeah.
Coming wide.
No definitive answer. What's this guy? Another precious coral?
Oh yeah.
It looks more see-through. Or I just perspectived wrong.
Pushing in.
Sure. Oh, another precious coral, yeah.
Metallogorgia.
It's,
Okay, come wide, please.
Coming wide.
Move along.
moving on.
Is there even a DVL anywhere?
It was way back whenever we first jumped off the cliff.
Ah, yeah. It just stayed there.
Pretty much.
Nice.
I'm sure it drifted a little bit.
Sure. I get an opportunity to do another one of those
Crinoids.
jump offs.
Ruh-roh.
Yes.
What'd you see?
Crinoid, I guess, over
Yep.
on the left.
Bridge nav.
Yikes.
20 meters, bearing 050.
Let's try something different here. Let's go this way. It's not quite as dramatic as when you go straight off.
Yeah, not quite. Jumping into summer.
What's that little yellow thing?
I don't know. We can
Looks
check it
Could
out
be
though.
a could be a non-stocked crinoid.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it'd be.
Your variety of crinoids, side by
Got a-
side, stocked,
We
not
got a
stocked.
shrimp there. Okay, coming wide.
Okay.
How are we doing on our waypoints, Miles?
We are slowly approaching waypoint 8. 300 meters out.
Nice.
Would it be safe to say that those stalks are bamboo corals?
Yeah, that'd be my guess.
I'm going to cozy up to him and see what we see.
Yes, please.
Okay, Wayne, go ahead.
Get cozy. Get in focus. There we go. And drop the light a bit. I can push in a bit more. Alright. Let's push in a bit more. This one.
It looks like a
Trying
node
to
right
the
there at the
base.
base. Yeah.
Not quite enough light for that one. It's a little far away. Oh, there's a fish.
Oh,
Oh, it's our
same
buddy
kind?
again.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I'll line up that fish. That looks like the same flavor as the last one.
Yeah.
Could be.
Possum fish.
Yeah,
The stop really straight fish.
playing dead again.
He's planking.
Planktoning. Trying to do as little thruster movements as possible to not spook them.
He has scales over most of the
Bridge
body,
nav.
but
And
not
I
the
want-
head. And he has
Yeah, I
little
want to get
sensor
a
pits.
profile,
Yeah.
but he's not cooperating. Yeah, now he is.
Lateral line.
There we go. Should be able to identify him from that one.
There's the lasers on it.
Nice.
Lasers off again.
Okay.
All right, that's gonna
All right,
hit the
coming
wall.
wide.
Scared him.
Oh!
Oh,
Ouch.
Cool.
Yeah, as soon as I thrust aft, push the water forward, and any just disturbance of the water,
Yeah.
I feel that right away.
Nice stealth stalking.
Stealth stock.
Is that him up top? No, it's a different one up top.
That's different. Yeah.
It
more
looks
than
like a
eel.
rat tail.
Cusk eel.
Yeah.
This one?
Left top.
Mm-hmm.
Right on the top.
Yeah, I can reach him.
Maybe they'll predate.
Oh, yeah. Kind of tip down.
Okay.
Those little underside barbels.
It's got like a
All
little
right.
parasite on it.
Come wide.
I think that might be Basozetus.
A little more legs.
What's that, Megan?
Actually, I'm doubting that.
Is it kind of an eel?
A phytiform fish, which are the
Oh. Kind of a opidium.
Yeah, it's so different than the normal fish that I feel like we've been seeing. It's so cool to be in a new region.
Am I good to steal a bubble cam?
Bridge
go ahead.
nav, another step.
A little under 10 minutes.
Your lights don't seem to attract a lot of zooplankton. Shallow water at night kind of seems to be one of the things. A lot of times you just get swarms of it. Do you get that ever, or is it just there's not enough zooplankton around?
We'll get it diving on like some really shallow sites. I can think of a few shallow wrecks that we worked on that had just all kinds of it. We just get mugged. But the things I can think of are like Osborne Bank. We'd be diving 250 meters or shallower, and Dorothy Winter Moat, which was also less than 300 meters. I think we just don't have that kind of density of biomass.
We've been mauled by krill before.
Yeah.
Mauled's a good word for it.
I'm trying to think back though, those are like mostly shallower.
All good?
Venus work in BC.
Yeah, off the Oregon coast.
Mm-hmm.
Seen
Yeah,
a lot of
Bagara.
squid eating plankton.
Mm-hmm.
Not plankton, krill.
Zooplankton.
Hey, Wayne, vignetting.
Up. Yep.
Thanks.
Bump.
Really?
I feel like it's pretty amazing to just kind of be struggling with some of these IDs and then just to realize like there are no keys. Like there's not a path to the answer in a clear and structured way because we're just finding things, adding things to the species inventory. There have been no dives on the seamount, so the dives that have happened are in different seamounts in a different portion of the monument. We have major questions as a science community about how connected, how similar the environments are on each of these different seamounts, even within multiple areas of the same monument or multiple monuments like Palmyra at Kingman versus Jarvis, or across the whole basin. So Okeanos has some great species guides for the Hawaiian Islands that have been built on exploration throughout the main Hawaiian Islands and up into Papahanaumokuakea, but really, there's major questions as I'm looking through even those guides of if those are the same species that we'll see down here in more the equatorial central Pacific. So I don't know, I find that it can be really challenging when you're looking to ID something and just can't put your finger on it, but at the same time realizing might not even be looking at the right guides to find that answer, find that information.
Especially when it comes to mobile
Oh, yeah.
animals like fish.
Yeah, you just have, a moment. And each different group of fish are identified by unique features. So you're kind of like, you're doing a really quick scan. You're like, am I looking at the jaw structure? Am I looking at the eyes? Am I looking at the coloration? Am I looking at the scaling pattern? Am I looking at the lateral line? Fin shape.
We don't really have keys because we can't really have them as samples. Like
Team 2 Dumbo octopuses. I am very impressed with our watch so far.
You don't think it was the same one?
I don't know. I can't confirm that it was the same one. Anything is possible.
We'll have to go back to the film.
Yeah, go back.
Look for identifying markers.
Had that smirk on its face.
They were strangely the same size.
Either way, 2 Dumbo octopus sightings, whether or not it's the same one.
Bridge nav, 20 meters, bearing 065.
You know what's going to be really fun during this expedition is being this far out in the Central Pacific, being on Hawaii. We're on the same time zone as Hawaii Standard Time. And all of our East Coast folks are going to start waking up for 12 to 4. So it's not really like 12 to 4 is going to be the dark of night like it often is. Right along the coast.
Is that a bank of coral maybe, or is that just sediment on rock down there?
Jogging right ahead of us?
Yeah.
Let me.
I think it's probably just sediment on rock. Yeah, it's just a ledge. No, it's down below.
Down below?
Yeah. No, it's just set up an on rock.
Oh, I understand.
I
Yeah.
lied. I'm looking into the future. I want to fire those Miskin bottles so bad.
Yeah.
Right there with you, man.
We'll find a way.
It's going to be more fun when we go, well, another hour west, and then we're 23 hours in the future.
Can't wait.
Is that a little bamboo?
Yeah, maybe.
These crinoids seem so common here. Are they common in other places you guys have been? Same species or different ones?
I remember seeing those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah, it's impressive that they've been so consistent all over this. I feel like that's what's I think striking to me so far is they've just been everywhere.
It's like a bunch of dead coral here.
Broken off bamboos.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They've been bamboozled.
Oh, no.
Are you laser trenching again?
I think I'm the only one here who witnessed that.
Oh, that was Jess. Jess was the laser trencher.
It was Gabby.
Was it Gabby? Oh, yes. Giggling Gabby. Yes.
Argus, there's a fish just above.
Look at that. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's beneath,
I think he's above.
above.
Hello.
Where are you? Excuse me.
It's a possum
Coming to the
fish.
view now.
Light's starting to hit it.
Where are you, possum fish? There he
There he
is.
One of
is.
those
Hmm.
flankers. I need to come up in your delta a bit.
Do you want to go to waypoint 8 or you want to stay on the cliff?
Just stay along the edge here.
All right, I lost him.
Had the same fish on the Argus shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The beautiful Argus shot. That's incredible.
It really is. All day it's been amazing. Like this. It's a cool, flat, 90-degree. Yeah.
I can't wait to see what Al and Justin pull together for a photo album.
Mm-hmm.
These shots will be so cool. For me, I feel like geology is winning the day.
Is the which?
It's winning the day. Say if I had to put biology, geology head to head,
I don't know.
I say geology takes this day.
I don't know. We had the Dumbos or Dumbo.
That red jellyfish.
Wrong way.
We had that
The purple swimming
Got
cucumbers.
a fish dead ahead.
that red Medusa jellyfish. Lots of transparent fish with a clear head. How often you see that?
It's true. I got to say halosaur. So
Dinosaur fish.
yeah.
Look at this little seat. It'd be a cool place to sit.
Sit down, dangle your feet off the ledge.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Read your book.
Yeah.
Bunch of coral down there.
Put your hammock up.
That
There's
looks like
a
a sea
proper
star.
starfish.
This is your limiting factor.
Yeah.
When you're up top and I'm down
Sea
low.
star.
You
Then
don't want to come below 10,
do that
9
move
meters
again,
kind of thing.
but this time at 100.
So if I'm running away from you and you can't go down farther, maybe I haven't noticed, you just tell me, hey, I can't go down
And
anymore.
then we'll do
Okay.
2 steps.
Haven't really seen that scenario yet, so now's the time to bring it up.
There's a few of them there. A few different little seats. All your friends could have your coffee, hang out on the ledge.
Worst coffee shop ever.
Danger.
Very wet.
Cold, right? 37 degrees.
Just figuring it out.
Yeah, it's figuring something out.
Roger.
Hey Miles, can you give us a weather report?
There's no weather.
No, well, hey.
0,
It's
anti-weather,
6 knot winds and 0 current.
tropical breeze.
Literally 0 wind, or 0 weather. It's fantastic.
Little tropical breezes.
The last mission I was on, it was consistently like 0.8 knot current and 25 knot winds. So this is luxury.
It really is. There's enough wind to make the little boat go. I've forgotten to tell you guys this. The boat has traveled 88 nautical miles in the
Wow.
2.5 days.
Wow.
Like straight west. It's
Cool.
going, yeah, it's doing so well.
It's on a mission.
How far did the drifter go?
I don't know. I can't download. That just goes straight to scripts. Yeah. Yeah, I know Allison got an email saying it had,
cycling
you
through.
know, that it was pinging, so we know it was on, but I don't think we can check on it in the same way.
It'd be pretty cool if they did a comparison between the two.
Mm-hmm. When we used to run our high school honors research program on the ship and bring high school students aboard, they would design in-water drifters, and they had a couple different styles, sail drifters and not sailboats like that, but a standard 4-point drifter and then a deeper water drogue drifter. So they'd compare them. We'd launch them, have a chance to launch them together off the ship. If you're interested in that data, you can check it out under the Education tab on Nautilus Live. There are customized lesson plans to dig into that data.
Are we too far away to zoom in on?
On this one?
Yeah.
No, we are not. Let's do it. Go ahead, Wayne.
Okay. That one
Looks
looks
like dead.
like a skeleton, maybe. We'll see when we
something
zoom
on it.
in.
Definitely polyps there.
Stand by for focus. And a little bit less light.
It looks like a bamboo coral.
Yeah.
Yeah, the base has that little nodule.
That brittle star is pretty active.
Mm-hmm. Do you see a node on it?
Right at the base.
Bridge now.
Bye,
another
brittle
step.
star.
Oh no!
Hope you
Don't
find your
jump.
dead. Okay. Boy, there's lots going on that base. There's lots of different things. Is that green?
Looks like it kind of came up, broke off, and then
All right,
had a
come wide,
smaller
please.
stalk.
Oh.
go up.
Cliffhanger.
Oh, you
Oh
killed it.
wow! Is that the one that just fell?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh my
Come
gosh!
wide, please.
Coming wide.
That's incredible.
Spider
Rid-
brittle star.
Yeah. Spider stuff has very little overall
Was
tissue
that a
mass.
Sylvester Stallone movie? Cliffhanger?
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, I think. I was gonna say Jean-Claude Van Damme, but
Nope.
it's
Nope.
Definitely
Sylvester
Stallone.
Sylvester.
jumped out of a helicopter.
Good question coming in. Are we sonar mapping as we explore the seamount? We are not. We are working on this seamount off of bathymetry that actually already was collected by NOAA ship Okeanos Explorer when they were on a mission in a similar part of the ocean here. They passed over the seamount. So that's allowed us to be even more efficient. So it took us 3 days of transiting from leaving Honolulu to get down here to the location. So we were wanting to work as quickly as possible. And during Okeanos' expedition in Prim, in the Pacific Remote Islands Marine National Monument, they ended up mapping more areas than they were able to dive on. So in this mission, we shared data with them. We did map our way down here and uncovered a couple of different features, different types of seamounts. And then we will be mapping some other seamounts that didn't get complete coverage, that we don't have a full picture. It's kind of like mowing the lawn, and if you left one little chunk in the middle or along the side not mowed, we need to go back and cover those areas, add those areas to the map, and then we'll be able to fully select our dive targets.
Okay, Trevor, do you see where all these coral are over here? Dead ahead?
Down lower?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just wondering if that just, since everything, the snow is going up, if we get above those, we can fire a bottle.
Yeah, I think we have time for that.
Okay.
Yeah, let's make that
'Cause
happen.
that looks pretty target rich in here with these
I need to get set
coral.
up while I'm off the wall, and then approach the wall after.
All right. So
Is the current going up?
Well, it may have been. I'm not sure. Maybe it's kind of. Well, there's stuff above and below, so we've got to get over there and nuzzle in there.
So if you're watching on the quad, I highly recommend that view for the sampling operation. You're going to see the manipulator arm reach sort of from the right side over to, you can think about like the left shoulder. So crossing across the front and pulling these little loops. Those will trigger the release of an Iskin bottle, which is along the port side, which you can see in the quad channel in the lower left. It's the first sea star I've seen that looks like that. Just very standard sea star.
You zoom in a little, Wayne.
yes, zooming in.
Good there.
Are you going for 11?
I'm trying to, yeah. Okay, let's okay, zoom full wide, please.
Full wide.
Okay, so the corals are just underneath me right now.
Yeah.
I'll tuck in with the port side up against the
Yeah.
wall-ish.
Yeah, because they're all around us right now there, so that'd be good.
Sounds good. I won't go right against the wall, but I'll get closer.
Perfect. Because this is the densest coral we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not intelligent, but a lot of them.
Are you happy with this position here?
And fire when ready.
Okay, someone watch my Niskin bottle cam, please.
All right.
Fire.
Got
Thank
it.
you. Good job.
Okay, you can darken it up again there, Wayne.
Now do we know what kind of coral these are?
Can we have a look, maybe?
Sure.
Or do we wait to the eDNA results?
It's only as good as the, you know, vouchers to compare him against, right?
Wow.
Such an interesting.
Yeah, so do you try to collect samples when you collect the eDNA? Like, is that a thing?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay, what do you want to look at?
The corals in general, let's try to ID them.
Sounds good.
Have an idea.
Okay, get a good camera. There we go.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to kind of ask that question with Meredith back on here, because we've previously been working with her in areas where a lot of the species are known. So kind of those knowing which, you know, amplifying the DNA and matching it against kind of a known library bank. It's probably a little easier than some of these areas, but
Okay, zoom in, Wayne.
Zooming in.
So let me know when you got IDs and I'll move on to the next one. Or when you think you have enough photos to get it later.
Okay.
oh gosh.
Those all look the same.
Maybe they are.
There's a black band up there. So,
Where?
Center field.
Oh yeah, I see it up there.
Yeah.
You just got one off
Yeah.
screen. Yeah, there's a bunch of black bands
So
there.
one.
Yeah.
Oh
Come
yeah,
wide.
yeah. Okay.
You can
bamboo
stay
here.
zoomed in, Wayne.
Okay.
I think we're
Stay
going to go
zoomed.
check a whole bunch of these out.
All right. I'll try and keep up.
Yeah. It's going to be hard mode video.
Yeah, you see the
Oh,
bands
yeah,
in
look at
there.
Yeah.
And look at this sea star
Oh,
eating.
sea star eating,
A
huh?
little sandwich tacoed around there.
Tacoed.
I guess that's a crinoid. Okay,
Crinoid.
come
That's
wide, sorry.
crinoid.
Okay, sorry.
Gotta-
Wide a bit.
Refine another one. Let's go check this one out.
It's a horror movie for this bamboo.
zoom in
Slowly
again.
climbing.
Zooming in. You're gonna need new focus.
It looks like a node.
Other one, I see black nodes there too.
Yeah.
Yep, I do
Mhm.
too.
Okay, come wide again. We'll find another.
Coming wide, not with the focus.
Crinoids and crinoids.
Check this
and
big boy out.
Oh, that looks
That's.
kind of different color.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I guess there's a, sorry, words. There's a little spiked, sticky one right here. I'll check out first. Maybe it's the same. Sorry, I'm right at the end of my leash, so it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to get any
But
real
yeah,
good
that's a
zooms.
bamboo there.
Mm-hmm.
And there is
Yep,
a lot of
bamboo.
marine snow.